Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing my Emirates look. It's the current job that I'm in. I am sadly leaving, I have resigned. I'm going to be going home to my family and my boyfriend. And I have done it for 2 years and it has been one of the best 2 years of my life. I have seen most of the world. I've met some really beautiful people and I've lived in Dubai for 2 years. I hope you enjoy my video, and anybody wanting to work with Emirates, I hope this helps you in any way. So before every flight, I always make sure that my skin is hydrated. So I literally just smother my face in Nivea Soft. So flying is tough on your skin and it can dry it out a lot. So just to make sure, because I am going to be wearing makeup on my flight from 4 hours up to like 15, 16, 17 hours. I just want to make sure that my skin is constantly hydrated. I use the original silicone primer before I apply my makeup. So I'm gonna start with my face. I know usually I do start with my eye makeup, but for some reason I think maybe because it's work, I try and like pretend that I'm getting ready quicker, or maybe it just doesn't take as long. And usually I'm getting up at like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, so I try to I'll put the foundation on first so I don't look so groggy and spotty and tired. So for flying, because I don't want makeup being too heavy on my skin, I'll go with the MAC face and body because it's watery and I don't feel like it's too heavy on my skin. And I will mix it with the MAC. This is waterproof. So I just feel as though like when I'm like getting sweaty or like I want it to last as long as I can, this is my main one. So usually I mix this and this together. But for this, I'm a shade, I'm not really sure, like, you know when you've had a bottle for so long and it's like, because usually I buy little ones. Last time I went to Australia and I bought little ones and they didn't have the big ones, so I put it all in this same bottle. So this bottle I've had for a while, but obviously I just keep topping the bottle up and up and up. This one, it just gets so messed up in your suitcase and your makeup bag that I have no idea what colour this is, if you can sort of see. It's a bit of a mess. When I'm flying and I'm getting up really early, I like to put this on underneath my eyes. I've got a lot of spots around my mouth at the minute through wearing the face mask because I'm still in Dubai. We're having to wear them like everywhere that we go. So at the minute I'm getting quite spotty. I'm just going to pop this in. So, like I said, I'm a bit spotty at the minute, so I'm just going to cover them with a little bit of my green. Because I know this sounds really stupid, but sometimes when I fly, I have spots and then the aircraft is like so dry, they just sort of like flake off. And I know that sounds like really disgusting, but it's true. Well, it's either one way or the other, you either get acne again. Oh my god, I have so many spots. So, now my hair's up, I'm just gonna mix my two foundations together. It's just a little bit like this, like mixed. And I usually get like a little cotton bud or something, but I'm just gonna lather it straight on. Give it a mix with and we're just gonna pop that on. You know, and I usually just whack it like all over my eye. Like, I know it sounds bad, but this is honestly what I do for a flight. Because I'm usually rushing. I know I'm not rushing today, but I literally just want to show you exactly how I get ready for work. Once my foundation's on my face, I'm going to go in with my NARS, the one that I usually use in the shade Medium Custard. That's just going to go straight in. I do get my brush and I put it all over my eyelid. Just like the same as what you would do if you were just priming it at first before your face, but I'm gonna prime it all together just because that's what I do for quickness before I'm going for a flight. the NARS concealer, I'm going to put on my Revolution Conceal in Divine, the one that I always use for highlighting, in the colour C6. Even though I am just going to work, I still like to try and contour my face. Yeah, again with this highlighter, I still go underneath over my eye. Just because I'm too lazy to prime it, so yeah. Once my concealer's gone on and I've like tried to highlight my face a little bit, I am going to go in with the Mercier translucent powder. I actually started using this because of flying. I felt as though, because my skin's quite oily, that on flights, mid-flight, I'd be like patting over my face and stuff like that, and I have felt like this powder is a lifesaver for wanting to keep your makeup on for such a long time. And also I get a lot of compliments from other crew that they're always like, oh my god, what have you got on your skin? And I always say it's down to this Mercier powder, 100%. So I'm just going to bake that. When I'm flying with the Mercier powder as well, I tend to like blend it in a little bit more and just push it into my skin a bit more, just because I don't want my makeup to budge for a long time. Sometimes you don't have time to top your makeup up when it's really busy. But honestly, for a short flight or a long flight, this is how I always do my makeup. I do the same for every single flight. So while that's baking, I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow now. I usually go in, I have the MAC palette. It has the I can't even count. It's got nine different colours. So I usually go for these two, this one, and these two. I think these two are the only two that I don't touch. I'm going to go straight in with my nude colours onto my base. I do love this little palette because all of the colours inside of it, they blend well with the colour of the uniform. Obviously we've got like cream and brown, and then the aircraft is like golds and champagnes and stuff, and that's the sort of colours that work go for. So I know it sounds like really cheesy, but that's why I went for this palette, because I wanted just my eye makeup and stuff to just blend with the uniform. Also it's tiny and it's just so much easier to pack in my suitcase when I'm going for a flight. But next I'm going to go in the light brown colour. I'm just going to go like around this area. Once the second colour's on, I'm going to go in with the dark brown colour, just in the bottom here, just in the middle. Sorry, my nails are disgusting. You can tell I'm not flying. Once the dark colour's gone, I'm done. I'm going to go in with the middle gold colour, just here, and I'm just going to use my finger. So I'm finished with the gold palette, so if you can just see what I've done. It's just like a little bit of something. I'm going to go in with a liquid liner. I'm going to do a tiny little flick. I'm not going to go too big, but I just think the flick just finishes it off a little bit. So I'm just going to do what I usually do, start with the corner. But I'm just going to do a little one today. I'm not going to go too far out. As you can see, I've just done a little flick for work and I've gone all the way across. So just like this, little flick for work. So I've done my second eye. You know, the other day when I said that sometimes your wing doesn't go right, well today this hasn't, I know it's not completely ruined, but it's just not as thin as I'd like it to. So I'm just gonna get the end of this. It's not an earbud, is it? Whatever this is. I'm just gonna literally stroke along the side of it. I'm just going to twist it like at the same time, so Literally just like cut off the end a little tiny bit and just like sharpened it up a little bit. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm just gonna go in with the rest of my face and then I can come back to everywhere else. So I'm just gonna blend out my translucent powder, just like this. Just with my Primark brush, which is an amazing brush, by the way. Translucent powder is blended in. Now I'm going to go in with the contour. I don't use a liquid contour when I'm going to work because it's just too much, it's too heavy on the skin. So I just use a powdered one. So I'm going to go in with the MAC one again that I got, that I showed you the other day. And I'm just going to go in with this one, just here. Once that's put on there like that, I'm going to go over it with my Hoola bronzer. I'm going to use one of my Zoefa, please correct me if I'm wrong, brushes, just to blend it in around my face. That's done. I'm going to go in with these two shades, just for the rest of my face, just to brighten it up a tiny little bit. Once that's done, I'm going to go in with my blusher. I'm going to use my NARS in the Orgasm shade. This one. So pretty. Once the blush is done, I'm going to go in with the highlighter. I'm going to go in with my Fenty one that I always use. My Hustler Baby. And I'm going to mix it in with the Mean Honey. Just going to do a little bit, whatever. People do ask me what highlighter I have on when I wear this for work as well. And I pop a little bit just in my eyebrow area. Well, just the Mean Money one. Just like this. Once that's done, I'm going to go into the underneath of my eye. Because obviously, like I said before, we're always quite tired. So I am going to go in with, it's my Benefit Cosmetic Bright Eye, the little baby pink one. I always put that in my water eye before work because if I am looking tired, it sort of just opens my eye up. I'm just going to pop that in. I can't find my sharpener, so good luck with me trying to stab this into my eye. I'm just going to pop this in. I don't know if you can see that it's made a difference, but it has given it that glow. I know right now I look quite bald, but it does give it that glow. Underneath my eye now, I'm going to go back in with the dark brown colours, these two colours that I originally went for on the top of my eye. I'm going to go underneath my eye, just underneath like this. If I haven't got time and I'm in a bit of a rush, I just try to use my finger. Light brown colour, I'm just going to go in with my finger and blend. It blends a lot better, to be honest, if you finger. Certain colours, no. This colour, yes. Once that's on, I'm going to go into the corners with my Fenty Beauty, the Mean Money, and just dab it into the corners of my eye just to brighten it up a little bit. So once that's done, I'm going to go in with my eyebrows. I do use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in, I think my colour is Ash Brown. I do that last because I don't really want my eyebrows to move quite a lot. They're really fluffy at the minute. Really flubby. And I'm just going to spread it onto the lid. I like to do that first line underneath, and then the rest of it I sort of just do like little hair strokes. You can see just a little difference between each eyebrow. Sometimes when my eyebrows aren't playing, they look a bit patchy. I go in with my foundation brush and I will literally just dab my eyebrows just to stop them looking like so patchy, you know? I'll go in with my HD Brow, the liquid stuff, just to keep them in place because I want them just staying there for as long as I can if I've got a flight. And also it just gives you that tiny bit of colour. I'm just going to like break a bit off here. And I'm just gonna dab it into my eyebrow. This is also really good as well if you've not got any makeup on, you just want to look like you've got a bit more of a fuller brow. This HD brow stuff is actually really good. Once my eyebrows are complete, I'm going to go in with my mascara. Working for Emirates, you're not allowed to wear eyelashes or extensions. For my mascara, I always go for my roller lash. I just feel like it's the best for my lashes. I feel like with a mascara, you have to pick what's good for you and for your lashes, because you can ask a lot of people, oh, which mascara do you use? But I just think it's for your type of lash, because I have a lot of straight lashes in the corner as well, so I have to try and get an LVL done when I can. There we go. So before we finish, I'm gonna do the famous Emirates red lip. Everybody always asks me, do you always use the same colour? Do you guys have to wear the same colour by Emirates? Do they give you the lipstick? The answer is no, as long as it comes on with the guidelines. So it can't be like a pinky colour, it cannot be ombre, it's gotta be red. So sort of like a MAC Russian red, but personally, I go for the Fenty. Uncensored it's called. It's my favourite one, and I swear you eat and it doesn't come off. And then I'll also go on top with the Ruby Woo MAC. I know the Ruby Woo MAC is a little bit pinker, but on top of this, it's a lot better. So with a lot of red lipsticks, they will bleed. So for the lip liner, I always use the Brick out of MAC. It's more of like a dark, deep red, and I feel as though it just keeps it all sat into place. Let's put the red lippy on. Just as I'm about to leave, that's when I put my red lipstick on, because just in case I smudge it or I get it on my clothes, etc. I usually put my shirt on before. So I put the red lip liner on first, and I sort of just build it up, and then that's when I'm going to go in with my Fenty lipstick. Oh, I always get lipstick on my teeth. I always blend it back in again with the red lip liner, just to make sure it's all settled. I'll go in with a little bit of Ruby Woo on top. Red lipstick does dry our lips out during the flight, but as long as we just keep up with hydrating them, like a bit of pawpaw, the Australian stuff I told you about, any type of lip balm, it's better off to take off, rehydrate, put back on. Sometimes keep applying the red lipstick, gives you really chapped lips. So this is my look. I will finish it off with a lot of Urban Decay setting spray. This will keep your makeup on for at least a long time anyway, because we go to sleep sometimes and it's called the CRC, so we sleep with our makeup on. I always take my red lipstick off, but there is no time to take your makeup off and redo it when you get out, because it's so busy. You've got to get in there, get out, and you've got to make sure that you're ready to start the service again. I'm finished with my makeup, and now I'm going to go in with my hair. I usually just go for a standard low bun, or sometimes I'll go for the I don't know what you really call it, it's like a spin thing. I didn't go for my low bun, I actually went for the roll I was telling you about. It's just where you just spin it. I don't know if you can see. It's a bit of a mess. I wouldn't be allowed to have my hair like this usually for work, but just giving you the idea of what I would do with my hair. And literally it takes you like a minute most. My hair's really soft because I just washed it. But usually you have to have every single bit of your hair up. If you have a bun, Emirates want you to make sure that you have a hairnet on it, and no fly bits or anything coming out of your hair. This would be a standard look that you could have done for work, as long as I'd make sure that I'd hairsprayed it and stuff like that. This is one of my ones I like to do, because it doesn't pull on your hair as much. Also, it takes me, obviously, like I said, 60 seconds, and it just speeds up the process of me getting ready for work. I'm gonna go and get changed. I've got my shirt on. The last thing I usually do before I leave is I put the famous red Emirates hat on, and you literally just, well, pop it on. Well, usually we just have to put it on with a flight, but I'm going to show you because it's fine. So literally I'm going to pop that in there like that. And it's usually about 2 fingers from your eyebrow. That's what Emirates like to see. Then I'm just going to get the veil. I'm going to fasten it into 2. And then I'm going to fasten it into 2 again. And I'm going to pull it around my head. And then I'm just going to pop it in to the veil like this. This just goes in like this. Like, I know it's a little bit creased. This is how I look when I usually go to work. So this is my finished look, and this is how we all dress at Emirates as glam girl. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and for anybody wanting to work for Emirates in the future, I hope this video has helped you a lot before you do. It gives you the idea of how we have our makeup and how long it takes us to get ready. Some people take less time than me, but I take forever to get ready. So thanks for watching, guys. If you want to know anything else about working for Emirates or anything else about my makeup products, please leave a comment below and please press the subscribe button. Bye!